This is your same lesson. I am going to explain you today. Unit 3. In that we will see today, that is activity 5. This is very nice one. As we know, everyone has a unique point of view, and that is the title of our unit 3 is point of view. In this point of view unit, you have this activity 5 based on that same. So here the writer wants to tell us that everyone has a unique point of view. Your point of view is influenced by the type of person you are and by the experiences. Always our points of views are depending upon our experiences and the person we are. If we are a happy person, we will take everything happily. If we are a positive person, we will surely take anything in life positively. So this way, here the writer wants to tell us with the blind man's story that how they are feeling elephant with the touch, because they could not see the elephant with the eyes as they are blind. So let's read this poem, The Blind Man and the Elephant by John Godfrey Saxe. The story of the blind man and the elephant. I have started line by line. Activity 5. The story of the blind man and the elephant is about different points of view. The story began in India. Where it began? It started in India, but it has spread all over the world. It became famous all over the world. It's part of many religions. Means it is a part of many religions and has many variations. The story has many variations in India. This is one that was made into a poem by John Godfrey Saxe in the early 1870s. So, The Blind Man and the Elephant. The first stanza in that shows us it was 6 men of Hindustan. This is old English, so you have to understand with few words that are maybe new for you, but I am going to, while reading, I will explain you what are the changes in that. Hindustan here you have to understand as Hindustan, means India, or the old word for, or Hindi word it is nowadays, even we use Hindustan for India. To learning much inclined, means they are not that much expert, or here you can say that very much known about the fact. Who went to see the elephant? They went to see the elephant, though all of them were blind. You will think that all are blind, then how they went to see the elephant? And that is the story here about. That each by observation might satisfy his mind. What they were thinking before going to see the elephant, that with our experiences we will find out, or we will satisfy our mind. The first, now let's see what they did. They were total 6. They went in a group and they were thinking that we will satisfy our mind by feeling it, not with the observation of eyes, because they don't have eyes as they are blind. Now in second stanza, the first approached the elephant and happening to fall. वो पहला वाला जो था वो तुरंत elephant के पास चला जाता है, but not knowing about the size and shape of the elephant, he was about to fall, because he find out that against his broad and sturdy side, उसकी एक side पे आप अगर खड़े रहोगे तो you will find out that it's broad. As we know that we are having eyes and we know that it's a broad animal, big in size, black in color and very strong, so he is sturdy. The same way he felt that, at once began to bawl. He started shouting, God bless me, but the elephant is very like a wall. And what is his description about the elephant? The elephant is very much like a wall. It is not like an animal. Now, in this third stanza, the second person touches to the tusk, feeling of the tusk. Tusk means the long teeth which elephant has. He started crying. Oh, cried here means shouted, not crying. He shouted, "Ho, what have we here? So very round and smooth and sharp to me, it's mighty clear." Means I could see that the tusks are very round and smooth. Okay, they are round in shape, the teeth of the elephant. We can see that the elephant has two teeth. And how are they? With the touch, round and smooth and sharp. To me, this mighty clear. Here, tis means this mighty clear. Okay. What is mighty clear to him now? This wonder of an elephant is very like a spear. He is now clear about that. The elephant's tusks are like spear. Spear means भाला, जिसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं वो. Then the fourth one. The third approached the animal and happening to take the screaming trunk within his hands. Now he went near his trunk, which is screaming, means can movable, can turn like a snake. Thus boldly up and spake. What he started boldly talking? "I see," quoth he. Quoted here. Quoth means old English. Quoted. He said. उसके लिए quoted आएगा. The elephant is very like a snake. How is the elephant? Like a snake. Now see the description of this third person, that he felt it like a snake. Now in fifth stanza, the fourth one man reached out an eager hand. He went eagerly, and what he saw? And felt about the knee. He touched to the knee or the legs of the elephant. And what he felt? "What most this wondrous beast is like is mighty plain," quoth he. He thought that it is like a beast, means huge, very big one in size, and mighty means strong, sturdy, that are wondrous, means he felt that he is really great in size and wonderful. Surprising, here he wants to tell us why, because he has never seen such a big thing. This clear enough, the elephant is very like a tree. Now he even felt that he is like a tree, because when you will go near the tree, you will touch the tree or you will see the tree, you could find out that the trunk of the tree is also like elephant legs. So he felt that the knees of the elephant are like tree trunk. Then in sixth stanza, we find that the fifth, who chanced to touch the ear, said, "Even the blindest man." Here V is not there, so I am reading it. Even the blindest man, कोई भी अंधा भी आदमी हो, can tell what this resembles most. Can tell that elephant is resembling to what? Deny the fact who can. This marvel of an elephant is very like a fan. Now he felt that when he went to his near to his ear and tried to touch the elephant's ear, here he find out that it is like very much like a fan. You could imagine that the person could not see or never saw an elephant is judging the elephant body. All six are one and the same. Correct? So they are blind, and that way they are explaining us in their own ways. So that is the point over here, that the poem is the point of view. Now in stanza 7, the six no sooner had begun about the beast to grope. Means again the sixth person came forward and began to grope, means the beast here is called to the huge body of the elephant. So this word is used for the elephant. Grope here he wants to again with the feel or with the touching started grabbing that animal. Then sizing on the swinging tail. Now where he sized, he touched to his swinging tail. Size means holding in hands. Okay. SCIZING. He was holding that animal's tail in the hand, which is how it is swinging, means moving. That fell within his scope, and it was like he felt that. "I see," quoth he. He said. Quoth he means quoted he. "The elephant is very like a rope, and He said that the elephant is very like a rope. Actually, you will understand here, they are not talking like these are the body parts of the elephant. They are calling it whole elephant is like a rope, whole elephant is like a spear, whole elephant is like a wall, because they don't know these are the various body parts of the elephant which are looking like a rope, which are looking like a sharp spear, or which are looking like a snake. But they are taking whole elephant in that same point of view. This is the poet wants to explain us. And so these men of Hindustan, इस तरह से ये जो सारे हिंदुस्तान के लोग हैं, disputed loud and long. Now they started fighting, quarreling on that. Dispute means not a positive discussion, but they are just talking loudly about their own opinion. Exceeding stiff and strong means it was now exaggerated, or you can say that it is increasing, exceeding stiff, like a fight, and strong, though each was partly in the right. Everyone is partly right, you can say that, because see, there are body parts, 6 body parts, and they are discussing about that body parts. That body parts according to them are like correct, okay, with the feel, but visibly that are different according to the elephant. हमने एलिफेंट को देखा है, इसलिए हमें पता है कि एलिफेंट के ये बॉडी पार्ट्स किस तरह से दिखते हैं, और हम उसके साथ उसे शायद कंपेयर कर पाए. बट हियर दे डोंट वांट टू से लाइक दैट. दे वांट टू से दैट कि एलिफेंट ही पूरा इस तरह से, किसी को रोप की तरह लग रहा है, किसी को स्पेयर की तरह लग रहा है. सो दिस इज द पोएम अबाउट, एंड ऑल वेयर इन द रॉन्ग. बट सही में देखा जाओ तो सारे के सारे ही रॉन्ग है. सो मॉरल ऑफ द पोएम ओवर हियर, और मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज, जैसे कि कोई भी स्टोरी अच्छी स्टोरी होती है तो उसमें हमें मॉरल होता है. सो दैट वे हियर द मॉरल इज, सो ऑप्ट इन थियोलॉजिक वार्स द डिस्प्यूटेंट्स, आई विन रेल ऑन द अटर इग्नोरेंस. मतलब कोई भी थियोलॉजिकल वार्स होते हैं जहाँ पे थ्योरी या लॉजिक भी होता है इम्प्लाई, वी कैन से दैट. बट यहाँ पे झगड़ा या वाद जो चलता है किसी भी चीज के बारे में, आपके जो डिस्कशन होते हैं इन अ नेगेटिव वे, दैट आई एम राइट, आई एम द पर्सन हु इज करेक्ट. सो दैट वे दिस वर्ड इज कॉल्ड एज डिस्प्यूटेंट्स. आई विन rail on the utter ignorance. So they are ignoring others of what each other means. They are not right. One way, everyone is right. But when I want to say that I am right, then there is no need that you are wrong. So, and prate about an elephant. Here, the same is told about the elephant. Not one of them has seen. And you can see that they all are talking about the elephant. Among them, no one has seen this elephant. Now, this is the poem. Really a nice story, enjoyable, and with the good moral value. So, it is at the end. Again, I will repeat my lines which I have told you in the starting of the introduction, that everyone has a unique point of view. Your point of view is influenced by the type of person you are and by your experiences. So you can't say that he is wrong, I am right, or someone is more wrong than that. But everywhere it matters a point of view. So this is your activity 5 ended here. Kids, you have enjoyed it. So keep reading and listening. Bye. Thanks.